Hi, I'm Gilbert Farina. I'm Vice President Sales and Marketing of TVP Solar here in Geneva. We at TVP are busy engineering, creating new equipment to turn solar heat into energy for our clients, mainly district heatings and industrial clients. Well, the company was founded here in Geneva for, I would say, two main good reasons. First one is that Geneva gives an unrivaled place to access financial investors, and that's very important in the creation of a new business. You need to make sure that your business is well funded and with solid companies that have a long-term investment outlook. The second very important thing is Geneva is really a hub also for technology, especially in the field of vacuum. The vacuum technology is a very important technology for our solar collector. We are uniquely producing a solar panel that has a very high vacuum inside a flat panel, which nobody does around the world. We're the only one who are capable to master this business and master this technology. And we could find in Geneva people coming out of CERN and coming out of other scientific hubs that help us to engineer this technology here in Geneva. Well, the main challenge, well, first of all, the market is not that it doesn't exist. If you're looking at the market that doesn't exist, they don't know, because there's no market. But the question is the market mature or not mature, and at what stage of maturity the market is in regard of the solution, of the project, of the product, or the new way of doing things that you're bringing into the world. In our case, the market exists. It's the energy market. Right, and it's always difficult when you come to a market where you bring a portion of a solution that goes into a bigger world, to find out exactly who you are and who are the vehicles that are going to help you to bring your product or your solution to the market. So understand value chain, understand product chain, understand where the client are ready to put the money and why. It took us quite a while to get down to only three reasons why a client would buy TVP solar products. And it took us 6 months to get down to three simple things. And we discovered these three levers about 3 years ago, and up to now, we couldn't beat this down. This is the thing. And then you go and evangelize people, be out, be in front of clients, be there and tell them what you have in your heart, what is it that you can really bring. Organize yourself to have all the stakeholders around your products, that can be partners, that can be press, that can be social media, that can be politics, that can be regulators, that can be all kinds of things, and manage your time. Well, the next step of TVP Solar well, technically we are not a startup anymore since a few weeks. We announced major project in the Netherlands, in Germany, and other places around the world, typically like Latin America. The idea now is to go to a scale. We need to scale the business. The good news is, of course, that the business is very booming these days, with the cost of the energy being what it is, with the crisis we have in Ukraine and other activists on the climate and whatever, that makes the business, of course, much more understood by clients. And so the next step is scaling, and with this we're going to scale up our production. The production is going to be scaled by a factor of 3 soon, probably in the course of 2023 and 2024. We're going to scale commercially, we're going to scale in marketing, we're going to scale in all areas where a company needs to be scaling. So it means adding more people, it means adding more processes, business management procedures and things that typically in a startup you don't spend too much time in. I think the good thing is since the inception of the company, we seeded deeply into the company the idea that the company will be big one day. So that's very important for startups. It's great to have a good idea. It's great to have a super product, but the world is big, and the one you want to go big and you want to make good for something like energy. Energy is definitely linked to the cost, and if your cost of delivering the energy is not competitive, then you're not competitive. And to be competitive, you have to scale. You have to scale production, you have to scale all the supply chain, all the value chain between having an idea one day in a bedroom or in a garage and getting into mass production and mass selling and mass marketing. So we have this deeply rooted in the company, and I think we've been pretty successful in doing it. My message for people that are entrepreneur or want to become entrepreneur and move into the exciting world of a startup, I would say probably the main advice I would give you is stick to your guns. Whatever your guns are, whatever your hope are, stick to it. Be stubborn about the capacity, not the capacity, but be stubborn about the idea that what you're doing is the right thing. If your basics are wrong, you will fail. If your basics are correct, you will succeed. There are lots of people around the world that can help. Some are good, some are less good, but in the end, you make the difference. So. Selecting the place, Geneva is a good place. Selecting a good advisor board, very important. Selecting financial partners that are solid, very important. All the things you can learn in books, in readings, but you make the difference. So make sure that you stick to your guns. And by the way, it is cool.